So today what we're going to work on is the hyperbola, writing the equation for the hyperbola. So for the try this, it says to graph the hyperbola and identify the key features, which is the center, the vertices, and the foci. So put me on pause, do the try this, and then come back and check your answers. Okay, so let's take a look at what we have here. So notice that my positive fraction here is underneath the y. That means my parabola will be opening like this. Okay, kind of like looking through that, like as if it would go through the y-axis. So let's find the center. The center, remember, is HK. So remember, this is my H, the one that's with the X, and this is my K. So that would be 3, -3 is the center. Okay, so we have A is equal to 5. B is equal to 4. So let's draw a picture. So I'm going to plot -3, 3. Okay, so here is -3, 3. That's my center. And now I need my vertices. So since my A is 5, here, and I need to go up, down. So I'm going to go up 5 units. That's going to put me up at 8. So it'll be up here. So there's one of my vertices, and I need to go down 5. That's going to put me at -2. Okay, so let's write down that information. So my vertices are -3, 8, and -3, -2. And now I need to plot B, which is going to go left, right, 4. Okay, draw your box. Okay, it should be light, it shouldn't be really dark. Draw in your asymptotes, that's the corner to corner. And draw your hyperbola approaching the asymptotes. Okay, so now let's find the foci. So your foci, one foci is going to be down here, and the other foci will be up here. So remember, to find the foci, we use a squared plus b squared is equal to c squared. So I'm looking for the c. So I have 25 plus 16 equals c squared. C squared equals 41, so c is equal to the square root of 41 plus minus. So my foci, right, since I'm going up, down here, that means I have to change my y value. So I'm going to add and subtract the square root of 41. Okay, so my center is 3, -3, so it'll be 3, -3 plus the square root of 41. And 3, -3 minus the square root of 41. Those are my foci. All right, so let's take a look at writing the equation. So I'm just going to put this on pause for a minute. Okay, so now writing the equation, you want to graph the information, determine which way the graph is going to open. Is it going to open up, up, or sideways? Find the center. Find the value of A and B using a squared plus b squared equals c squared. And plug it into the formula. All right, so let's see what we have here. So I'm going to draw myself a picture. All right, so I have vertices of 5, -8. There's a vertice, there's a vertex, and -3, -8. There's another vertex. All right, so I need the center. So the center will be right in between. So the length from vertice to vertice, this whole thing, is a total of 8. So half of that would be 4. So I need to go 4 units. So here's my center, which is going to be 1, negative 8 is my center. Okay, so let me write that over here. All right, I need to determine which way it's going to open. Since my vertices are side to side, left and right, it's going to look like this. So that means my A should be underneath my X. So I'm going to put my X first. So it's going to be X minus 1 squared over something minus Y plus 8 squared over something equals 1. So now I need to get my A and my B. Now remember, A is the distance from center to vertex here. So this is my A. So my A is equal to 4. All right, so I know then that the bottom of the X is equal to 16. And I know C. So remember, C is from the center to the foci. So I have the foci. The foci are 7, negative 8. So that's 5, 6, 7. There's a foci and negative 5, negative 8. So C is going from, this would be C, from center to focus. This is my C here. So that's a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So C is equal to 6. So now I'm going to use the Pythagorean theorem. A squared plus B squared is equal to C squared. Remember, I'm looking for B squared. So A squared is 16 plus B squared is equal to C squared, which is going to be 36. So minus 16, I get 20. So my B squared is equal to 20. So right underneath the Y will be 20. So that's my equation. All right, let's try another one. Okay, so I have for number 2, my vertices are at 0, 9 and 0, negative 1. So here's 0, 9. There's one of my vertices. And 0, negative 1. There's the other vertex. So the length of this here is a total of 10. So half of 10 would be 5. So I need to go 5 units down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that would be my center, which is going to be 0, 4. All right, so now I have to figure out how this opens. This is going to open this way. Right, it's crossing the y-axis, so that means my y has to come first. And my a goes underneath my y. So it's going to be y minus 4 squared over something minus x minus 0. It's just going to be x squared over something equals 1. All right, so now let's get our a. So remember, a is going from center to vertex. So this is a length of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So A is equal to 5. So therefore this is going to be 25 right underneath the Y. Now I need my B. So we need our foci. So my foci are at 0, 12. So there's one foci. And 0, negative 4. There's my other foci. All right, so I need my C, which is going to be from center to my focus here. So that's my C. So that's a length of, C is equal to 8. All right, so the Pythagorean theorem is a squared plus b squared is equal to c squared. So a is 25 plus b squared equals 64. B squared is equal to 39. So 39 would go underneath the x squared. Okay, so now, unfortunately, I just realized that I did the do now wrong. So I need you guys to go back to the do now so we can redo that. So we can get the correct answer there. So if you did in pencil, just erase it so we can redo this, please. All right, so we are going to come up with the key features for the hyperbola. All right, so we have here that my A is 5, so that was the same as before. All right, so we have our A is 5 and our B is equal to 4. And this is the same, that it's going to look like this. All right, so what I need is my center. So the center is, I wrote the center wrong before. The center is 3, negative 3. So remember, so since A is 5, that means from center to vertex, we're going to go 5. And if B is 4, that means center to the edge of the box is going to be 4. So let's draw a picture. Okay, so my center is 3, negative 3. So there's my center. And now since my parabola is going to be up, down like this, and like this here, up, down like that. So we need to go from center, we're going to go up 5 and down 5. So when I go up 5, it's going to put me at 2. So there's one of my vertices. And we'll go down 5, which is going to put me at negative 8 down here. And there's my other vertice. And so let me just write some of this down. Oh, actually, I can put it right here. So my vertices are going to be 3, 2. And we also have 3, negative 8. All right, so now we need the edge of our box. The edge of our box is, we're going left, right, 4. So if I go to the right 4, that's going to put me over here at 7 here. Put a little dot there. And to the left 4 is going to put me over here at negative 1. Okay, so these should be kind of light when you do this, right? It's kind of like this. Okay, and then we kind of draw in the asymptotes here. Now I could draw in my hyperbolas like this. Okay, so the last thing is, now I need my foci, so I use the a squared plus b squared equals c squared. So that's 25 plus 16 is equal to c squared. So c squared is equal to 41, so c is equal to the square root, positive, negative, the square root of 41. So remember, this is from center. So my foci are going to be up and down. That means it's going to change my y value from my center. So my foci is going to be 3, here's my center, 3, negative 3 plus the square root of 41. Remember, we're going up and down, so it changes the y value. And 3 minus 3, comma, negative 3 minus the square root of 41. Okay, so that's it, and we'll practice in class tomorrow. Sorry I had to fix that on there. I'll see you in class tomorrow. Have a good night.